It's a tough road trip making that. You got the flight to Salt Lake City, and then you play a match, and you're on a plane again going to Seattle, and you play a match, and you're on a plane again, heading home. And this is the second year in a row we've made that trip. So, it is tough, but I'm super glad to go on the road and get 2 wins.
Very dominant wins, at least from what I saw. You guys really haven't dropped any set, or actually you haven't dropped a conference set so far this season. Does that have anything to do with your mindset heading into continuing the momentum, or as you probably I already know the answer to this question, is it just going to be keep on business as usual and keep on just trucking along?
Yeah, our goal certainly is not to never lose a set, because that's a crazy goal. But our goal is to go out and play high-quality volleyball every set that we play. And if we do that for a complete set, we're going to win. And fortunately, we've been putting some of those together here recently, and that's why we've had some sweeps. But, we tried really hard on Saturday to not do that. We didn't play 3 complete sets on Saturday, and we felt really fortunate to walk out of there with a 3-0 win, and it was one of those, let's take our win, let's go home, and let's kind of get rested up a little bit, let's regroup, and get ready for 2 weeks at home.
For the first week at home, California Baptist on Thursday, and then Grand Canyon later on in the week. Talk about what we can expect from CBU and what can we expect from the big Lopes rivalries, or the Battle of the Purples. Yeah,
this is a really big week. It's super important that we come in and take care of business at home, and we're going to need the pressure cooker on high this week, no doubt. We're looking at 2 teams in Calbab and Grand Canyon who both like to play an up-tempo offense. They are both going to serve extremely tough, and they're both very, very good volleyball teams. So there's going to be some really high-level volleyball going on in Shelton Gym this week, and whichever team shows up and plays those complete sets that I talked about, that's the team that's going to walk away with the W.
One of the more notable things about this team in particular is the defense. So, SFA Volley Blog, we know Greg, he's always on the stats. He put out today that SFA is now 4th in the nation in opponent hitting percentage at 140, and we're still 1st in total team blocks at 181 and 9th in blocks per set at 2.83. So what can you speak to the defense that you guys have been showing?
Thank goodness the defense is doing some great stuff, and it's been pretty constant for us once we got into maybe second weekend, and it's just been getting stronger and stronger. And that is allowing our offense. I told you this early in the season, how it takes a little bit longer for the offense to get going. And we've still got some work to do there. And there's still work to be done on the offensive side. But I'm really pleased with how we're executing the defensive game plan right now. And I think that really attributes a lot to what's going on the defensive side.
And offensively, obviously, we all look to Elon Bradley for kind of that, as Buckets always refers to her as MA, just seeing what she can do. Just talk about her getting into a rhythm and starting to feel it.
Yeah, Alon's certainly capable of taking over a match. And honestly, what was really exciting this past week, our right sides were not our dominant performers. Not that I'm excited that they weren't. That's not what I'm saying. But the fact that they were struggling a little bit to really get going, but we got our left sides and our middles. Everybody else stepped up. So when we weren't getting scoring from one position, we found another place to get it. And, Cam Hill's really the one that had a heck of a week because she had been struggling offensively. And last week just woke up and really had a breakout week offensively. So it's just nice to know that there are multiple weapons out on the court at any given time. And if somebody's just not getting the kills we need from them on any given night, somebody else is going to find a way to do that.
Near the back, starting to enter the back half of the season, what do you usually tell your team when you guys are like, okay, we've had the momentum, or what are you continuously trying to preach to your girls at this point of the year?
You know, it's funny you ask because we'll have these discussions today in the locker room. You know, we're 25% through conference play already. And it's really that time of year where it's important that you don't lose sight of the basics and you take care of all the things at a high level that are totally within your control. So all the little discipline pieces, whether it's related to the discipline side on the court, the discipline side off the court, all of those things we can't lose sight of. We got to be reminded what are our goals because the season gets long. And we're getting to that point where, you know, this week probably everybody has 3 or 4 tests, you know, all those seem to hit at the same time. So all the other pieces of college hit them all at the same time, whether it's the academic side or, like we mentioned, just the fatigue from traveling, all the different things they have to deal with as student athletes. And as coaches, we have to keep them, you know, help them keep their focus on what it is we're trying to do. And it's, you know, is it about getting kills? Do we need kills? We need blocks. We need all those things. But if we're taking care of our business, both on and off the court, we're keeping our focus where it needs to be. Those other things are going to take care of themselves.
Big 4 home game stand for the Ladyjacks, starting off with CBU on Thursday, Grand Canyon on Saturday. Time to pack the pressure cooker once again. Coach, thanks for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you.